Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas, and welcome back to another Solo Gaming Sunday stream. This week, Bag Building Edition, where I will be playing some Coffee Roaster, followed by some Warp's Edge. Both of these games' kind of main mechanisms are kind of based around bag building, where you have a bag and you're adding tokens and trying to be careful about what tokens you add. You know, you're removing some, you're building a bag, and using that as kind of your main thing for each of these games. So that's what I'll be playing today. I'll be starting with Coffee Roasters. So let's just get started with that. I'll throw these on my shelf behind me. There we go. Let me get the board out here. Coffee Roasters is a pretty simple game. I will explain it once I have it all set up, which should only take a quick second. I'll put that down there, that more in the center. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing what's called a roasting challenge. So in this game, you're roasting coffee. It's called Coffee Roaster. And there are lots of different like coffee roasts you can do. So what I'm gonna be doing is something called a roasting challenge, where I'll start with a level 1. I'm gonna start beginner because I'm not the best at this game, and then progressively just work up there. So I'll start with a level 1 roast, then level 2. If I do good as a beginner, I'll move up to on the left or on the right hand side. There's like an intermediate, yeah, and then there's expert. So there's 1, 2, 3, beginner, moderate, and expert. So I'll be working my way up through 1, 2, and 3, and hopefully maybe getting to harder roast difficulties as I go along. So let me go ahead and of these 4 beginner ones, kind of, I guess I can't really, I'll just try to look away and shuffle them up real quick and just pick one. So this one, but okay. And my pronunciation on these is not going to be great. So bear with me. I think I can zoom in. Yeah, there we go on the roast. Let me bump that up a little bit. So yeah, Bogaba. Once again, I'm sorry if I'm like completely butchering that. But yeah, that's the roast. So what it will have, let me zoom back in on here. So each roast will tell you, basically this whole area here is the contents of the bag, which I basically have to put in. Currently, here's the bag. It's just a little black bag. Starts out empty. I will be adding all those tokens to it. And you see this little thing here. It shows that the moisture meter will start at 9. And so let me go ahead and kind of set this all up, and then I will explain real quick what I will be doing for this game. Like I said, I'll be playing through 3 different kind of rounds, so hopefully I'll do all right, and hopefully we'll be able to do it in enough time. This game doesn't take terribly long, especially once I get going. It should pick up pretty quick. So these are little cup effects, or what I'm setting over here. The game is split into 2 main phases. The main phase that I'll be in most of the game is called the roasting phase, where I'll actually be roasting my beans. But then, of course, how do you know if your coffee is any good? You gotta taste it. So the final phase of the game is the cup tasting phase, where I'll be tasting 10 beans for my coffee, where I'll be judging it based off of 10 different beans. So yeah, up here, this is like a moisture meter, and it tells you, or this is the roast meter, and it tells you how many beans you'll be drawing tokens you'll be drawing each round. So the first round, I'll be drawing 9 tokens. And how it works is I'll draw 9 tokens, and at the end of the round, any numbered beans will be increased. So let me go ahead and set up the bag, and then I'll explain a bit more, because it takes a hot second to set it up. Because I gotta get this all set up, so look at this. I have this whole like box here. It has all the beans organized, and it comes with a nice divider. You got like I have to set up the smoke tokens up here, because after you roast for a while, those activate. So you only set this bag up. We got a mystery flavored thing here. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lots of zeros. So 15 0 tokens are going in the bag, along with 2, these are hard beans, I believe is what they're called, or like stale beans, I think. And then there are these moisture tokens that can get added. So I'll be adding 2 of those, along with, let me get that bit of a shake. These are, I think they're defective beans. Beans is what they're called, just little gray beans. So you got those mixed in. And so the other big aspect, you'll be trying to get the roast level. So I'll explain this card a bit more over here. So the main thing I'll be gunning for is during the cup tasting phase to try to get the roast level somewhere on this chart, ideally 13 in this case, and then trying to nail the flavor profiles. So there's normally 10 beans that go towards 10 tokens that go towards this at the end of the cup phase. So I basically need to get 7 beans, try to get roughly 13 points. So about 2 beans per on average is what I'll be shooting for. But yeah, the main things I'm shooting for is good roast points and getting the flavor profiles. So I've added that. So there's 3 different profiles. I think red is oh boy, I don't even know now. Let me look it up so I don't misspeak. Red is the body, green is acidity, and blue is aroma. So those are kind of the 3 flavor profiles I have going on. So I'll add 1 red, 2 green, and 3 blue to start. Though I only need 1 of each at the end, ideally. So have that off to the side, and I think with that, the bag is all set and ready to go, like giving it a good old shuffle. This other card down here kind of explains some other ways I get points. So I get points if I nail how many points I get based on the flavor profile. There's skill points, so how consistent the roast is. If there's at least 3 of the same, I'll get a point, and it keeps going up. So the more consistent roast I have, the more points I get. And then there's ways for me to lose points if I have any of like smoke or the defective beans or a hard bean. Those I'll get minus points for. Hello there, Mulaney. Is this my favorite bag building game? So I only think these are the 2 main bag building games. I have this and Warp's Edge. Some other games have bag building kind of in them, but it's not like the main focus. Like Arkham Horror, the card game, I love that game. You kind of bag build a little bit with the Chaos bag. Of these 2, I don't know. Warp's Edge is pretty new to me. I've had this a lot longer, but Warp's Edge is really fun, and I haven't even gotten the expansion yet. So if I had to pick a favorite of these 2, I might have to go with Warp's Edge, but it's still kind of new for me, so I may not like this one a lot. But anyway, on to the first round. I'm going to be drawing 9 tokens here. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me grab 4 more. 6, 7, 8, and 1 more, 9, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So after I draw all the beans, or all the tokens, I guess, I'm just pulling up the little round marker over here just so I don't forget anything. Or at least the instructions. So I draw the tokens. First thing I do is I remove the moisture. So this moisture token is gone, which is pretty nice. There's still 1 more in the bag floating around, and like that, I think that's negative points. It doesn't show it on here, but I guess it just waters down the coffee, I guess. So you don't want that. I have lots of zeros, which is great. The 2 hard beans, which is really good, and the green. What was this? This was the acidity. So at the end of this round, all of these will increase by 1. The 2 hard beans will increase to 0. This green flavor token, nothing will really happen to. So I have all this stuff going on here. Let me see, I think I can zoom in a little bit more. So my board, there's kind of 2 main areas of this. I have the immediate effects over here that I can use, and then what are these called? The cup effects? I'm so sorry, I forget what they're called. The flavor effects, I think is what this area is called. So the media effects and flavor effects. So like I mentioned earlier, you see these little tokens over here are all like, I randomized them. They all provide a different benefit in the last phase of the game, in the cup tasting phase. So like this one will give you an extra tray to put rejected beans on. This one, they all do different things. You know, this adds like a random flavor profile. This is a 3 bean. This lets you like trade around beans more. So they all do different things, but how these flavor tokens work, they're kind of weird. If you use them over here, you just have to match the color and you use the effect. So if I were to place that green one here, this little symbol says I put 2 of these beans back in the bag, and I can draw 2 new ones for this round. So that's what the immediate effects do, and they immediately happen. Over here, for the flavor effects, if I want to place a flavor token here, each token has its own little ability tied to it. So the red one is the body, and what that does is combines 2 beans into 1, as long as they're more than 0. So I couldn't combine 2 zeros. If it's like 1 and 1, cool. I can't do 0 and 1. I think they both have to be at least 1. But if I want to place a red token anywhere over here, I have to be able to do that effect first. The green just takes 2 beans, you put them back in the bag. And then the blue is you combine 2 beans or you split 1 into 2. I got that wrong. The red, you do 2 to 1, blue is 1 to 2. So over here, if I want to, I really like this one, so I'd have to place a blue one to split 1 bean into 2, and then use a red effect to kind of bring 2 beans back together at some point. So I just wanted to explain this whole area over here because it's pretty important and kind of confusing. So this this green token, I could do a lot of things with. I could do immediate effects over here. I could put something back in the bag. I wouldn't want to right now. I think I'll just do nothing with that one. So I'm gonna let this all roast. So I'll get 2 zeros and I'll put these away from the hard beans. Those go in the bag. And then it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1 beans. So now I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beans with 1 that get added to the bag. Give that a bit of a shuffle. The green, what was that? The acidity token goes back in the bag. And these I can just set off to the side, or I'll put them back in a little holder thingy. Put all this, I'll leave the moisture out. And so up here, this is kind of an optional thing I can do, but I can track how many I add. So what I add, just 5. So now this little meter goes up to 5, just so I kind of know roughly what the roast level of the bag is. So that was it for this round. At the end of the round, I can either choose, do I want to do the cup tasting now or just keep roasting? Which at this point, I want to keep roasting. So I will go up to the next round, which I hit one of these, I forget what they're called, but it's like when it does the big roasts, and it does, instead of increasing by 1, it increases by 2. And also these smoke tokens get added to the bag. So let me put those in there and give those a really good shuffle. Make sure this bag's all just kind of mixed up. And now I'm gonna be drawing 10 tokens this round. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Okay. Interesting. So the moisture immediately removed, and that was the second moisture. So all of the moisture is gone from this roast, which is kind of nice. I do have more of these blue tokens that I need. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use one of my immediate effects, place this over here, so I don't have to use the flavor effect. I just place it there, and I can discard any bad tokens. So I'm pretty much gonna discard. Well, maybe I shouldn't do that. Nah, I don't have another choice. I just want to get rid of the smoke, but I also have 2 defective beans. I'll get rid of the smoke, it's fine. I'll do it. Those are gone, and I think that's all I'm gonna do, because I can't split a bean apart. If I had one that was like a number 2, I would be able to do this. And then I would probably use it up here to try to get this extra cup. But I think that's all I'm doing. So all these are increasing by 2, so what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm going up 10, puts the roast level at 15. So I'll get a couple of 2s. What is that? 4 2s and a 3. The blue bean goes back in the bag. I give that a shuffle while I put these all back. Give it a good old shake. Let's kind of reorganize this. I will keep roasting at this point, so going up to the next level, this will probably be the last time I'll roast for this round, because this is a light roast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, need 3 more, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So, oh wait, I only needed 11. I'm just gonna put those last 2 back and redraw 1 instead. My bad. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. There we go. Huh. This isn't ideal. Because there's a lot of 2s that are going to become 3s, and that's maybe going to mess up my average. Because there need to be on average around 2, and 3 might shoot me over a little bit. Which I guess is okay. 14 is better than a 12, but 13 is the number I'm trying to shoot for with this final cup. I think this is the last round I'll do. I only have 1 flavor token to use. Gosh, and I already wasted that. I could have got rid of these 2 defective beans. Let me see what this one does, because this one looks like I can throw away something maybe. Some of these I don't use as often as other ones, so I kind of forget. So I can draw 5 additional tokens out of the cloth bag, place them separately, select 2 of these tokens, immediately remove them from the game. Put the other 3 back in the cloth bag. Yeah, that won't do me any good. I want to get rid of these the defective beans. I already used that. Huh. I don't know. Because it's nice. So up here, this is like a wild flavor token. So I could spend a 0 and a 1, get this, and use it to progress towards something over here. But like, I could pretty much get any of these besides the one I actually want, which is the one on top. Because I just don't have the correct flavor tokens for it. Which is unfortunate. I guess I could... No, that wouldn't work. I could use the green on that and hope to draw a red and a blue. Maybe I'll gamble with that. So I'll put this back, and I'll actually put some of the 2s back. Well, I'll put the 2 defective tokens back. I'm looking for... So I draw 2 more. I'm looking for a red and ideally a blue. If I draw a red and a blue, that would be pretty crazy. No, I drew a green and a defective token back. That is not what I wanted. So I think at this point, like I could get one of these over here, but I don't really think I want. I forget what this one does. Let me double check what this bottom effect does. So it's placed on a target space on the inner right. So that one goes down there. This cupped effect is optional, means you don't have to be carried out. If you choose this cup, you have to execute. Always remove and replace 2 tokens. Remove and replace 2 tokens. You may not replace just 1. Oh, and then once all 10 spaces are occupied, you select 2 tokens, put back. After that, yeah, I don't know if I really want to do that one. I don't know if that will be super helpful for what I need. The 3 might be the wild, maybe. But the thing is, I also still have to do some cup effects. What would the red that's combining to? I don't want to do that. Let me see what this one does. It's been a while since I played this game, so I kind of forget what some of these do. Selection token is placed on the target space, applies to the 2 space to the left, draw 2 tokens for each space, select one of them. Okay, I actually might try to do that one because I can do a bit of a... I could do a 0 and a 1 to get a wild thing, right? And then, yeah, this is good. Okay, sorry, I'm just thinking this through. So I'll place the green token here, means I have to put 2 things back in the bag. I'll put a bean and a 2 back just because I want some 3s, but not like too many 3s, you know? And then I have the wild one where I can split 1 into 2. I'll use that here to get this cup effect over here. And then I'll split this 2 into 2 1s. And I think with that, I'll be sitting pretty good to roast up now. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Further up, that puts me at 21. I don't know, that might not be enough, but at this point, I think I kind of have to do it. So I just get 2 of each, right? 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. So those go in the bag. These get removed. And it's now the end of the round. And I think at this point, I will go ahead with cup tasting. So let me give this a good old shuffle here. Let me mix it up. I want to make sure I don't get any weird things going on. So how cup tasting works is I just basically draw 1 token at a time and place them in a cup. I can place them over here on this little side thing if I don't want them. I only have 3 spots to do that. I always like getting this upgrade where I can have 2 extra, but I couldn't really pull that off this game. So at least I do have this option here. So whenever I draw these 2 tokens, I can draw 2 instead of just 1, and I can choose from the 2. All right, let's see. I'm looking for 1 of each flavor and around 2 bean average, I guess I could say. So 3, okay, that's not a bad start. I'll definitely place it. A defective bean, I don't want that in my coffee. That's negative points. A 0, I'll place it for now. just to kind of average out a 1. See, that's pretty good. So now with these 2, I get to draw 2 and keep 1. So it's a red or blue. Okay, I guess I'll keep the red because that's the more unlikely one. So once again, I'll draw 2. See how this goes. Hold on, having trouble grabbing 1. So I'll definitely grab the 1 instead of the defective bean. Put that back and shuffle that defective bean. I really don't want to grab that one again. And then let's see what's coming next. So a blue one, cool. So I still need 1 green. Oh, I'm an idiot. I used up both greens out here. I'm not gonna get another green. Whoops. Well, that's on me. I guess I don't want to over flavor it, so I'll put that blue bean there. So I guess I just need to hope for some good consistency. So I'll place the 0, because I think there's still another defective bean. Okay. Okay, now I gotta take the 0 out. Maybe I'll get the defective bean. Hopefully not. Another 2. Okay. And I haven't been keeping track of what it is, but at this point, okay, it's 0. So that didn't go too great. It didn't go too terribly, I don't think. So let's see. For the roasting challenge, they have this cool little score tracker. So let me write down the name of the thing. And it has the little like sections for the different scoring. So first I scored for roast points, and I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me double check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a fat 0 points for my roast. I was way under roasted there. Not a good start. My flavor profile, I nailed 2 of the 3. So I get 3 points for that. That's something. Skill points. I have some consistency with my zeros, but I think it has to be, because of this, I think it has to be 1 or more. So 0 points there. And at least I don't get any points. So the first roast was a 3. Yeah, I think that means for my next roast, which is just awful. Just awful. That was an awful cup of coffee. Let me see what this says, what to do next. If you scored 9 or less points, you continue with the difficulty. Yep. So that was the first roast. I now have to put all the stuff back in the bag and kind of reset this back up. Which will take a second or two. How long did that first game take? About 20 minutes? Okay, that's not terrible. Like I said, I wanted to try to do the whole roasting challenge, which is 3 of these. So we are on our way. So I need to get this all put away and set up for the next one, which, yeah, is going to be beginner again since I really messed this one up. That's okay. You know, this is a warm-up one. Just leave it at that. So those go there. Let's see, these go here. This pops off. This goes back to 0. Moisture tokens up here are gone. This doesn't need to be over there. These need randomized again. And this goes there. Okay. Takes a little second to reset, but we're already done. So I need to shuffle these up and replace them because they get randomized every time. And hopefully the one I like with the extra tray is in a better position. So got that one. Got the 3. There's my extra tray. Maybe that's why I lost. I'll blame it on me not having that extra tray. And then there's that little honeycomb one. So now go in this thing with all of this. So 2 beginner. So let's stick with that. There's a couple options here, so I just look away. Randomly pick this one. All right, let me zoom in on this so you can see which roast I'll be roasting up here. And hopefully not butchering this time and just absolutely ruining this cup of coffee. We'll see how this one turns out. Try to get my little cards over there sorted. So yeah, a little bit more of a stronger roast on this one. Got a bit more beans to put in there, tokens to put in the bags. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 11 zeros. Let me make sure the bag's completely empty. Okay. 11 zeros. We got a lot of hard beans. So 2, 4, 6 hard beans, lots of moisture, 5 moisture. That's gonna be annoying to deal with. 5 moisture, boom, in the bag. 3 defective beans. And we got 3 green, 3 red, and 4 blue. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're all set up. Final thing I need to do is put this on 7 is where we're starting. I think, yeah, that's everything. So I'll give these a good old shuffle around to make sure they're all mixed together and whatnot. Okay, that should be good. So this first round, I'm drawing 7 beans, or 7 tokens. 3, so what do I got going on here? So 2, 4, 5, 2 more. 6 and 7, okay. I mean, I like seeing those hard beans right off the bat. I can't use that yet. Okay. The blue, I might use the blue. I need a lot of blue, so I can't use it too much. I do need one there, so I could use both. I wish I didn't draw 2 blue here. If it was any other flavor token, if it was red, I would have used it in a heartbeat. I don't want to use up all my blue. I could get, it's a tricky situation here. Oh, I guess I do want this one, not this one. So I could use blue here. I need a red later. Well, those are the ideal ones to have together. I'm just trying to think if I want to use this to like put 2 back and draw 2 more. Let's do it. So I'm gonna put the other blue back and the defective bean. Give this a good old shake around and draw 2 more. Hopefully another defective bean and a 0. No, it was a green and a moisture. At least the moisture's gone, so that's something. And I have the the acidity token. I don't really want to do anything with it right now, so I think that'll be it for this round. I'll only be increasing my roast by 2, grabbing 2 zeros to add to the bag, along with 2 1s. And yeah, the acidity token goes back in the bag. This point is the end of the round. I can choose whether I want to keep roasting or do the cup tasting. Of course, I want to keep roasting since we just got started. So we going up to the next level, which I'll be picking 8 tokens out of the bag here. So we get this really mixed up, all mixed together. What do we got going on? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more, 6, 7, 8. So those are my excuse me, those are my beans for the round. Moisture is removed. This is what I got left. Not much I really want to do. The defective bean's a little annoying. I don't really want to buy that one this time. The red, I guess I could grab 2 more out of the bag. The red is pretty much useless to me because I don't really need any in the final tasting. So yeah, I'll be using those for as many cup and immediate effects as I can. So 2 extra. Ooh, I got another moisture token, which there was 5 of. So I already have 3 gone. It's pretty good. What I draw? Another 0. I'm all right with that. I think that's all I'm going to do this round. So I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my roast level. I get, what is it, 4 1s? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. It all goes in the bag along with the defective bean and the acidity bean. The flavor tokens. Those all go back in the bag. Whoops. Shake this up and go to the next level because I'm not stopping yet. Got to draw 9 tokens this time. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So those are my 9 tokens for this round. Moisture is removed automatically. This is what I have left. This is pretty good to see. Because I can do the blue bean here. Now I have to combine 2 tokens into 1. So I'm going to combine this 1 and 1 into a 2. And then I'm gonna use, or sorry. It's 1 and 1. I goofed that up. This splits something, so I'll split this 2 into a 1 and 1. And then I'll use this red to just reverse it and put the 1 and 1 back into a 2. And then I get my extra tray down here for when I do my cup tasting later, which I really like. At this point, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. So I'll go 2, 4, 6 on the track here. Let's see, I'll get 3 1s, 2 2s, and a 3. Pretty good. Oh, I didn't even see. I'll mix these up. And I will definitely keep going, at least for now. So I'm gonna be adding the smoke tokens into the bag, mixing those in. So I was gonna see real quick while I'm mixing these around. So there's 10 spots over here. I have 3 for my tokens. So I have 7 actual numbered tokens. I need to get to 16. So I need about an average of 2.5 per bean-ish. And yeah, just gotta keep that in mind. So a little bit higher roast than last time. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll grab another 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10. Cool. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The blue flavor tokens, I definitely need to save at this point because there's only 2 left in the bag and I need at least 2 for this. Even if I get lucky, I'll have exactly enough. So I don't want to touch those. This is kind of an unfortunate position to be in with these draws. Because if I had a 0 and a 1, I would definitely use that there to get the wild token and then put one of them here to just throw something away. But I can't do that because I don't have a 0. So I don't think there's anything I can really do or that I really want to do. Yeah, so this is going to roast up. So I'm going to go, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That puts me up to 23. 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are all turned into 3s. 2, 4, 6. There's just 3 of them, right? My stupid 2. No. There is that. Whoops. There we go. Got a little mixed up there. And then these hard beans, even though it increases 2, they still only go to 0. Yeah, so then these all go back in the bag. And I will increase this because I will definitely go at least 1 more. Shake this all up and see where I'll be. I might end it after this round. I might go 1 more, but this could add more smoke. This could do another full, like, double roast, so I don't know if I want that. Give this a mix up and we'll grab, what, 12? I'll grab a good handful here. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 more. 10, 11, and 12. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Moisture is removed. These are some weird tokens to work with. Yeah, unfortunately no flavor tokens, so I can't do any effects. Can't even get the wild token. Not good, because there's really nothing I can do. So I just have to sit here and let everything roast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going up to 30. I think at that point I'll probably call it. So what, I go 1, 2, 3, 4 1s. 4 1s and 3 4s, which is the highest numbered bean. So then these all go back into the bag, and I will probably begin my cup tasting phase here and see how this coffee tastes. Hopefully better than last time. Hopefully learning my mistakes through my barista career here. It's a good old shake because, yeah, I want these beans well mixed, hopefully well roasted. I have the extra thing over here this time, so hopefully that'll help. Let's just see what happens. So we got a 1. Okay, that's not great, but not terrible. A 3, that averages it out. We're sitting good. A 4, okay. I think that actually does help with the average. A 0. I'm gonna toss that 0 out. If there's more zeros later, I might have to throw them in. A hard bean, I definitely don't want that. Defective bean, I definitely don't want that. Oh no, I'm so early on. Okay, a 2. That's good. A 2 is what I want to see. Smoke is not what I want to see. I only have 1 extra spot left down here, and then that's it. The green I do need. There's also a red token floating around here. I could draw that at some point. The 1, that's good, I think. The blue I need 1 more blue. Okay, I'm getting kind of lucky here. Another green. I don't need it, but if I put it here, there's still another smoke token. There's still another defective bean I can draw. But I could also draw another blue bean and some perfect roasting stuff. So let's see. That's a 1, so that's maybe good. There's some smoke in the coffee, not good. And a hard bean, so really not good. It's not my day for roasting coffee, I guess. So what did I end with here? So 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. Once again, I'm not even on the board. Like, they have their whole roast scale here. I'm not even on the board. I was under roasted again. Well, let me write this down. Antigua, SHB. So 0 points for my roast again. My flavor profile, though, I got a whole 3 points for again. No consistency. Errors, I lose 1, 2 points. That is a 1 point cup of coffee right there. That is some bad coffee. That is some bad coffee. So my third roast will once again be at the beginner level, because clearly I can't roast a cup of coffee to save my life. It's it's a good thing that's not my day job, because clearly I'd just be burning coffee, mixed up flavored profiles. It's just not my thing, I guess. So let me put all these back, and we'll give this the restart for the last round. See how that goes. Put these all away. Yeah, I feel like I got a little bit unlucky there. I mean, I'm not the best at this game. I've had it for a while, so maybe I should be better than I am. But, you know, coffee roasting doesn't always go to plan, so sometimes shit happens. Put this all away. Defective beans. I'll put the smoke back up there. Just for some more coffee later, put that away. Defective beans go away. The flavor tokens go away. Almost done here. Let's put those away. Whoops. But this goes back. I actually have to reshuffle those to see. Yeah, we do that real quick here first, and then we'll see what my final roasts will be. Give these a little bit of a shuffle. Okay, so we got this one on top. The wild flavor there. The double sip, double dip, I guess. And then on the bottom you have the tray. So put this off to the side, grab these, grab the level 3. There's only 1 third roast beginner, so that will just be the one I'm doing. No random pick for me, because I have absolutely butchered my first 2 cups of coffee, so they won't even let me near the good stuff. But yeah, so here's what I'll be roasting. I need to get this on 0. This starts on 7, and I need to start building my bag real quick. So I got 12 of these. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So 12 0 beans as our base to start out. Then I have 5 of the defective beans, 5 moisture. 1, 2, whoops. 3, 4, 5. So it's pretty moist beans, I guess. We have all the hard beans. We now have the defective beans. Got a couple of those in there. 3. And then finally the flavor profiles, which is a balanced amount. There's just 3 of each, so pretty balanced cup of coffee, as long as I don't absolutely ruin it here in this roasting process. We'll see how it goes. So all the flavor, I guess we'll zoomed in there. There's all the flavor tokens. So into the bag they go. Sit here and shuffle this around for a hot second. Make sure everything's all mixed together. I don't want to be drawing all just flavor tokens for my first roast. All right, I'm satisfied. So 7 tokens is what I'll be drawing this first round. So I got 4. Let me grab another 3. We got 1, 2, and 1. Sweet. Well, not really sweet. Lots of flavor tokens. What do I need in this last one? Oh, interesting. So I do actually need to grab, let me zoom in a little bit on this. For the flavor profile, I do need that honey symbol, that thing. So I do need to try to grab that if possible. We'll see if that happens. This is a lot heavier of a roast. So it's the 4. So I only have 6 available to get to that. So it's on average 3, a little bit above 3 value per bean that I'll have over here. That means I also need to try to get this, and ideally these 2 are what I'll be shooting for. Okay. Do I need the red? So the blue is completely useless to me. And then these, sorry, I'm just trying to think. The green, I could use either place. I do need most of my green though. So I'll start by taking the blue, which I don't need at all, and using it there to put 2 beans back in the bag and drawing 2 new beans. Because I want to have some more actual zeros out here. Cool. No zeros, but moisture is gone. Huh. Well, this isn't great. I'll use the red token there to grab 2 more beans for the bag, because I need more numbered like tokens out here. This can't just be 2. There we go. There we go. 2 more zeros. Okay, I'm all right with that. So that'll go up to 4. I'll grab 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. These zeros are gone. Putting these 2 tokens back in the bag. And that's the end of the first round. I will keep roasting, so that'll go up to 8. I want to give these a bit of a shuffle around just to make sure that nice even mix of tokens. So grab 8, 2, 4, 6, and 2 more. Once again, not a lot of actual numbers. Okay, there we go, 8. So first things first, moisture is removed, and we're left with this. Okay, so, So the blues are the useless one to me. That lets me split a bean, the red and blue. Okay, so I could do that old trick. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. So I'll use this red token here, where I combine 2 beans into 1. I'll put this 1 and 1 and make it a 2, and then I'll immediately use this blue token here to reverse that, split them back apart. So ended in the same spot, but now I at least have my flavor token that I need for the end, and I can just try to focus on this one here. But with that, I think I'm just roasting up 3 more levels, so it puts me up to 7. What do I need? I need a 1 and 2 2s, along with these going back in the bag and these going off to the side. Shuffle these around. It's the end of that round. I, of course, want to keep roasting. I need to probably get at least above 30. I want to make sure I'm actually properly roasted, so I'll probably at least hit that second, what do they even call it? I need to look now. I keep calling it like the mega roast. That's not what it's called. It's called like the, I don't know. Honestly, I forget. And I would like to know, because I don't want to just keep calling it the wrong thing. The roast counter. When you reach the red zone, So is that just what's called the red zone, I guess? The red area is called the red zone? I never would have guessed that. So yeah, the next round, 9. Draw 9 tokens out of here, roasting up, almost to the double roast. Grab a big handful here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit more. 6, 7. Okay, 2 more. 8 and 9. Okay. The greens I kind of need to keep most of them, if not all of them. The reds I've used up already. I could use 1 green, and I probably will have to at some point for this. I really wish I could get that wild token right now. I guess I could use this now and use the wild token next time. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. So I'll put the 2 greens back and at least have used that. Everything increases 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Going up to 11 roast level. So grabbing 3 1s and a 3. Along with these 2 defective beans going back into the bag. Then it will be the end of the round where I can choose to either keep going or taste the coffee. At this point, I'm definitely gonna keep going because I'm not nearly at the roast level I'd like to be. I'm gonna try to go for, well, let's see, the bar's pretty low with my first 2 cups of coffee. So 3 points and 1 point. That's, hopefully I can beat that with this last one. I think I just had some bad luck with my draws. Hopefully if I get this tray and I have that, I'll be sitting in a good spot. But yeah, 10 tokens. Let me grab it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7, 8, 9, and one last one, 10. So moisture is automatically removed. Now we're sitting here with these tokens. The blue ones are the ones I can use for pretty much whatever. I don't really want to use them for anything, I don't think. It's a tough one. Because at this point, I have already used both these abilities. I want to get the wild token and finish off this. If I do that, I'm not going to gain any roasting level from this, which would kind of suck because I need that. I'm at a pretty low roast level right now. So I think I need to just do nothing and just go up, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 8 roast level to 19. I'll get 2 2s and 2 3s to add, which I definitely do need. And then all these other tokens just go back into the bag. And I will now have the choice once again. It's the end of the round. I can choose to keep roasting or go to the cup tasting. I will keep going because I'm not nearly at the level I want to be at. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab some more. 7, 8, 9, 10. One more token out of the bag. 11. First thing we do is remove moisture. That's gone. Lots of tokens left over here. I really wish I drew that blue token. That'd be nice. I think I'll do the wild thing that I was talking about. So use those to grab a wild token, use that to put stuff back in the bag. Just put the smoke and defective bean back for now. Then everything else is good. So I'll go up 1, 2, 3. So it puts me at 22. I'll get 2 zeros along with what? A 2 and 2 3s. That sounds about right. So all those along with these, no, just the flavor token goes back in. Yep. That all gets mixed back in. And then once again, end of the round, I could choose to keep going, keep roasting, or I could taste the coffee. I think I'm gonna do one last roast here, at least, maybe another. So all of these, there's 3 smoke tokens this time being added in. So maybe I will go one more after this, depending on, hopefully I'll at least have hit 30. If not, I definitely will keep going. 12 tokens to add. I'm really giving this a good mix. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tokens. Don't know if this will be the final round. Well, everything's getting double roasted. So these 3s I either have to deal with, I have to do something with. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, because if not, they're all gonna burn. Because everything's getting double roasted here. Oh, and I got this unlocked. So that's over there. This is bad, because all 3 of these are gonna burn. There's nothing that lets me put stuff back in the... I don't have any more green tokens left that lets me put stuff back in the bag. I already used my wild token over there. Oh, this is not good. And this is 2 beans into 1. I need, if anything, I need the red that's 2. That does... Oh, no, that is this one. Oh, the blue one is one I do need. Okay, well, maybe I can make something work. I could save some of these beans from being just burnt. Go for this one. So 1 bean into 2, so I'll split this 3 into a 1 and a 2. Yeah, unfortunately, these 2 beans are just going to burn. It's unfortunate. There's nothing I could do to stop it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 is what this is going up. So I'll be at 38. But then we'll go back 6 because I'm losing these 2, so it'll be at 32. Which I guess at that point I'll probably stop roasting. I could go 1 more, try to even it out and get rid of a lot of the other nasty stuff in here, which I might do. Let me see. So I get 3 1s, then 3 2s, 3 2s, and then 2 3s. I'm an idiot. Hold up. I'm an idiot. That is not correct. I get 1, 2, 3 2s, 3 3s because of that. Everything's doubled. I forgot. 3 3s and 2 4s. That was close. Okay, so that and these all go in the bag. Mixing that up. At this point, I probably should stop, but I want to go 1 more round to hopefully not roast more stuff, but just get rid of a lot of the junk that's in there, possibly. With this, what would I need? I would need my red token. Oops, this one wasn't mixed in. Forgot a token there. So let me grab, what is it, 13? Oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I grabbed 1 too many, and of course the red was in the 1 too many, but whatever. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, then the first thing I'll definitely do is use that red to get rid of all of these, which is most of my smoke. There's still 1 smoke and probably some defective beans, but that's pretty good. And then, do I want to use this other one? No. So I think that's all I'll do. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Be back up to 36. That'll give me a 3 and a 3, a 0, and a 4 and a 4. Now I will definitely be done roasting, because this coffee is a little burnt. It might not be roasted properly, but it should have good flavor. So let me give this a good old shuffle here as we go into the final phase of this final roast to see how this coffee tastes. So I do have this upgrade for extra stuff and this for the flavor profile. So let's see how this goes. Green, I need 2 green and a red. Defective bean. Sitting out, we got a 2, that's Good. A zero bean. Was it a hard bean? Stale bean? Smoke. I don't want that. So we already have this completely filled. And we're only through the first row, so that's not good. Okay, this is good though. 2, 3. I like that. I need to see another green and a red. 3 is good. I need an average of 3. 0, I don't want. I'm going to save that last spot though. If I get another 0, I got to keep going. 4, I think that will help with my average. 4 might be bumping me a bit high. Defective bean, no. Or that's a burnt bean. I got another burnt bean. Okay, because I'm out of spots here. And a 2. So I way messed up the flavor. I didn't get the other. Oh, I took out the last red. I'm an idiot. That's my fault. Well, okay. Let's see. Oh, I get my pad and paper here. So my first coffee was a 3. This was a 1. Let's see where this one lands me. So I have 2, 4, 7, 10, 18, 20. No, check 2, 4, 7, 10, 18, 20. So roast of 20 on this, I actually get some points. I get 7 points. Already off to a good start. The flavor profile, and we got 2 of the matching ones, so I get 3 points for that. Consistency, I do have some consistency with my 2s, so I get 1 point for that. And I do have a defective or a burnt bean, so I get -1 point for that. So overall, that is a 10-point cup of coffee. So really not bad for a total of 14 points. I think there's something in the back here. I'm about to embarrass myself here. Let's see what a 14 point puts me at for this whole roasting challenge. Guarantee you it's not good. There's a little, where's this chart at? So 14 points. That puts me way at the bottom. I'm an apprentice roaster. Not great, but you know what? That's how coffee roasting goes sometimes. You know, you don't win them all. Don't make the perfect cup of coffee every time. You got to start somewhere. I've had this game for a while, so I should be a bit better than an apprentice, but it's been a while since I played it. So yeah, that was Coffee Roasters. I'm gonna take a quick break, tear this all down. I'm gonna set up Warp's Edge, and I'll be back with that in a few. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Solo Gaming Sunday stream. This week, bag building edition, and I have Warp's Edge here set up. Ali G said, "Oh, fun! Just caught the end of the coffee game, but looks interesting. Glad you stopped by. The coffee game was fun. It went very poorly. I suck at roasting coffee, more today than normal, I guess." But it's pretty interesting. I'm excited to play some Warp's Edge. This game is newer of the two to me, so I might mess up the rules a bit more in this game. This one's pretty simple though, and I really like it a lot. So yeah, what I have here is we got another bag building game in which I will be going through, building a bag, which I'll be drawing tokens from to try to take out enemies and eventually try to take out this main mothership here. So this game takes place over the course of a bunch of warps, which are kind of like rounds, but not really. And so I have this token, I have my ship over here. Let me see if I can zoom in on this a little bit. So my ship has a hull of 1, which is kind of like its health, and I have a shield over here of 3. So both of these could be affected. I have a thing, if my hull reaches 0, I don't lose the game, just the warp ends and everything resets. I have this hold where I can hold a token between rounds, and then I have these specialty tokens. So there's like these little containers I'll show you here. These have like all like the default tokens, and then this one has tokens you can buy and add to your bag, and these are like special depending on what ship you have. So like I have these certain tokens in this power layout just because of the ship I have, so which is pretty cool. This is a pretty beginner ship because, like I said, I'm still fairly new to this game, and this is a difficulty 1 enemy ship, so hopefully I'll be able to beat them, but we'll see. So let me pull up a little round sequence so I can easily explain this without completely embarrassing myself. But there's there's 4 parts to each round. Enemies come out, then I do my turn of taking my actions, then the enemies attack that are left, and then I draw new tokens. And that keeps repeating until I'm out of tokens, in which case the warp is over, and this goes up, and a couple other things happen. Stuff resets. I'll explain along the way, because that's usually a lot easier. So to get started, there are these skill cards that I can get. I'll shuffle them up, and basically I get to choose from 2. And I get to use these once per warp, pretty much. So they're nice, but limited. So I have Dazzling... Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more on these. Dazzling Flare. Evade 1 enemy, but don't gain the evade reward. Or Bright Red Jacket. Targets require 1 less laser to destroy this turn. I like Bright Red Jacket, so I'm going to take that one, place it over there-ish. Let me scoot this over a little bit because my tokens will be going right here, which I actually should have drawn, I think, before I even did all this. So we go back to the overhead. I start out with a bag of like 11 tokens. 10 are default tokens, and I get one of my special tokens, which in this case is my yellow Warhammer ability. So I start out by drawing 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I kind of go ahead and start with the first round. So like I said, now that there's enemies out, I'm basically trying to take out these enemies. And with this mothership, the goal of the game is for me to take out the mothership before either it ends, it gets to the last warp here, or before I die. So with this mothership, there's a bunch of different versions. I think there's one literally on the back here that look like some like Transformers or something. But this one, I basically can't attack it, and it can't attack me until every single enemy in this row and this deck are dead. So I'm not gonna worry too much about this until I actually get to it, which will probably be at some point in warp 3, maybe warp 4, probably warp 3. So these are some of the base types of tokens here. Let me zoom in a little bit, maybe. There we go. So we got these laser tokens, which I can use to shoot at enemies. I got these maneuver tokens, which I can use to evade enemies. And then there's this energy, which is kind of like the general currency, which I can use to buy more tokens from the little token supply. I can also use them for stuff like repairing my shield, which is pretty cool. Using these skill cards, some of them require energy to use. So that's the main thing with energy. With these enemies here, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Each enemy has a couple of things going on. It has the level, which these are all level 1. They're yellow. They have their little names, so this is like a mercenary. At the bottom is how much damage they do. Sometimes right above the damage, there'll be some text with like a special ability they have. And then the 2 main ways you could defeat enemies are at the top here. So you can either blow them up by shooting them, and you'll get this reward, or you can evade them and get this reward. So With this, I would need to either use 2 laser to defeat them or use 2 maneuver to evade them. This one I would only need 2 and 1, and you get the stuff below there. So like this one, you know, gives me energy and lasers if I evade it, but if I defeat it, I get this symbol, which lots of different weird symbols like that. This one's pretty nice. It just means draw 3 tokens and use them this current round. So that's pretty much the gist of it. I have these 5 tokens to work with, and yeah, we kind of take a gander at what's going on and how I want to deal with this situation here. Let me push this up a little bit further. Give me a little bit more room to work with. So who's easy to defeat? I got 2, 2. And so the phase after this, the enemies will attack me. So any enemies that aren't destroyed or stunned will attack me. I can stun an enemy by either just dealing 1 damage to them or doing a single maneuver. And that will basically like evade them. And they won't attack me just for that round. So what do I want to do though? I don't want to use this quite yet. I don't want to be drawing tokens quite yet, but maybe I need to do that with blowing up this guy or this guy. Sure, you know what? I'll do it. We'll see what happens. So I'll use 2 tokens to destroy this Viper over here. My tokens just go in the discard pile over here. They get destroyed, which I'll just throw them up there. And because of their destroyed ability, I get to draw and use 3 more tokens for this round. So let me draw 3. I don't have many to start with, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I still didn't draw my cool Mega Warhammer ability yet, but that's fine. Okay, I could defeat everybody. This is cool. So I can use the laser to destroy this guy. They get destroyed, and I get to add an energy to my bag because of their little destroyed ability. So I'll shuffle that in there. That gets discarded. I now have 3 evade, and all of these need evasion. So I'll evade this guy. Boom. That'll get me 1 energy. Add that to the bag. I guess put the bag over here. And then double evade this one. Needs 2, so it gets evaded. And because of that, I get an energy and a laser. Pretty neat, pretty neat. All that gets added in. I'll shuffle it around. So I do have 3 energy left. So I could do a couple of things. I could buy something. I could save some of the energy with my hold. Because basically at the end of the round, any tokens I don't use and that aren't in my hold just are discarded. 3 energy is pretty good. I could buy some pretty nice stuff. But I don't know what I want. I think I want to buy something. Do I buy another Warhammer right off the bat? I think I do. The Warhammer is such a good token. I think next round might be my last one for this warp. Warp 1's pretty short. As you go through the warps, they progressively get longer because you add stuff to your bag and you kind of are resetting. So it's kind of weird. It's a weird, but really, it's a cool system. I like it. So that was the end of my turn. We're into the step 3, enemies attack. There are no enemies, so I'm fine. Step 4, pilot's plan. So I draw up 5 new tokens. 1, 2, oops, drew way too many. 4, 5, so my 5 tokens. I drew my 2 Warhammer tokens, which are pretty cool. I'll get to those in a second, and I get 4 new enemies coming in at the beginning of the round. We're now onto some level 2 enemies, so they're a lot beefier, a lot scarier. Do more damage, some of them. Like this one, kind of hard to read. They have abilities, so like while this enemy is in play, all tokens cost 1 extra energy to buy. This ability cannot be stunned. Pretty interesting. So let me take a look and see what I want to do, because I have, 1 damage, so I could stun somebody. This guy can't be stunned by lasers, so maybe not them. I'll probably want a Warhammer. Whoever the toughest is, so probably those 2. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Okay, so yeah, a Warhammer and Warhammer, these 2. And Warhammer just instantly destroys an enemy. Pretty nice. So those 2 just explode, and I get a number 2 laser and an R power-up, which is like this cool randomizer power-up. So I'll add both of these to my bag. throw them in, shuffle those around. I don't have many tokens left, do I? How many do I have? Can I make it one more round? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more token. It's not gonna happen. There's no way for me to get it. So, because even if I were to activate this, I wouldn't have enough lasers to take them out. That's unfortunate. Not a great first warp. Not a great start. I can at least put, I could just buy something. I have 2 energy. I'll buy a maneuver with this energy, add it to my bag. Okay, wait, maybe just doing that might be enough, right? Because then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you can never look in your bag, but you can at least count the tokens in them. So let me make sure I got all my, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 tokens. I must have missed one earlier. Okay, so cool. I can stun them. I will take a damage from this guy because now we're at enemy attack phase. And one rule that I forgot a decent amount when I first learned this game, and I think other people I've heard that forget this rule sometimes with this, is that whenever you get attacked and you take damage on your shield, you have to lose a token from your discard pile. I'll get rid of this 1 laser. And that's it for that phase. Now I draw 5 new tokens. Yep. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I should have 1 left. There's 1 token left in the bag. So this token goes up top. So now they normally take 4. Now it'll only take 3 to take them out. So that's pretty nice. Whoops. That is the skills. It's a weird looking enemy. Okay, we're already on the number 3s. Really? Oh, jeez. Okay. New warp. I gotta choose my actions here. Wow, this is not looking good. I mean, I'm gonna be taking at least 1 damage, if not 2 here. This is bad. Unless, no. Yeah, this is bad. Huh. Because I can like maneuver to dodge them. So they're dealt with. And I can activate this. So everybody takes 1 less to like go down. I guess I could blow this person up because then they're only they already have 1 and only takes them 3. So that would blow up them. I would get 2 energy from that. Then with this, I guess I could just fire it at this person. They won't die, but at least they're stunned. Enemies attack now. They're stunned, they're stunned. This one will attack. Deals 1 damage. I gotta discard another token. At this point, I'll probably get rid of 1 of my energies. Whatever. And now I need to draw 5 new tokens. I only have 2, so that is the end of the first warp. Which now I need to make sure I don't forget anything with the end of warp stuff. So the first thing is, yeah, all my tokens go back in the bag. So I get these together real quick here and put all my tokens back. So that's done. We let these shuffle these around and whatnot. Then the enemy cards. Get this a good shuffle. Mix those all up. Do my tokens in my hold stay there. I was just double checking. Skill cards refresh. Enemy cards. So what happens is I take all the enemies that have been played so far and shuffle them up and put them on top of the enemy deck. So anything I've seen so far that was either out here or over there, I can see again, which means that level 3 that I was fighting might show up right away on the first round. It's a pretty interesting system. It reminds me of, it might not be the first game to use. I mean, Pandemic is what came to mind, where how you always like shuffle the discard but place it on top. So like the cities that get hit have the chance of getting hit again sooner. You always take stuff from the bottom. I think that kind of reminds me of this whole enemy system here. Like I said, that might not be the first game to have done it, but that's what it reminds me of. So I did all that. The warp marker goes up 1. Oh, and then I get a new skill card. That's right. So I draw the top 2. Either I get upgraded battery, or I can assign energy tokens as lasers, or palm device. Choose 1 token from my pool and remove it from the gain 1 token from the supply. Yeah, I'll use that one. That one looks pretty good. So I'll put this back. Then, do I draw new enemies? Well, I get new tokens first. So I grab my 5 new tokens. Shuffle these around a bit more, just make sure they're really mixed up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's my 5 tokens, my 2 skill cards, and we're on our way with the next warp. So I got 1, 2, there they are, 3, and 4. Like I said, we got all level 1s and then that level 3 right in the middle. Not great. Okay, but this is good. The Viper showed up. So I can deal 2 damage to them, get rid of them, and they have that ability that lets me draw 3 more tokens. So really hoping I see either another maneuver or my Warhammer. 3 new tokens. Boom, boom. 2 Warhammers. Okay, that might be even more than I needed, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. So I'll Warhammer this, and that just instantly destroys it. That gives me a maneuver and +3. What is that? Oh, is that shield? I think I get shield back from that. Yeah, I increase my shield. So I get a maneuver and 3 shields. It bumps up my shield back to max, which is pretty nice. Mix these around and see what's coming next. So still have these 6 tokens to use. So I'll use these 2 maneuvers to evade the spider here. And that will get me a 2 laser added to my bag. So I'll put the bag back over here. Mix that up a bit. And I think at this point I'll use this laser to stun this guy. I'll save the Warhammer in my hold. And then I have, what, 4 energy here to spend? Interesting. Most things cost 3. I guess I could get like a maneuver and a 2 laser. Maybe I'll do that. I'll get a maneuver and a 2 laser for the 4 energy here. Or you know what? Maybe I won't. Hold on. I take that back. I have a better idea. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if this is much better, but I'll do it anyway. So I'll use the palm device, spend an energy to choose a token from my pool and remove it. So I'm going to remove this 1 energy and gain anything. There's 1 Warhammer left. I'll grab the Photon Blast. Pretty good. I gained the token. I assume I add it to my bag. Everything you gain, you pretty much add to your bag, I think, unless you specify. And I still have 2 energy left, and I will spend that to get a level 2 laser, I think is what I'll grab. I'll put that in the bag, and yeah, that'll be it for my turn. With my actions, enemy attacks. This guy is stunned from my lasers, so good there. Need to draw 5 new tokens, see what I get to do next turn. 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 5. Okay. And then I need to draw some new enemies. 1, 2, and 3. All right. New round. So I think I'll Warhammer this shade here to instantly destroy it. That will give me a 2 laser that I get to add to my bag. Then what else? This photon beam is pretty cool. It does 2 damage to each of these. So I will blow up both of these and give me an energy and a 1 laser. These are both done for. Energy and a 1 laser. Okay, both of those get added to the bag. And I just have this left, which I think I'll just partially evade and evade at another turn. I'll save the 2 energy, or sorry, the 2 laser. I have 2 energy left to spend. I'll spend it to get another 2 laser. The 2 lasers are pretty good. What can I say? I like blowing ships up. So this guy attacks, but he doesn't because he got outmaneuvered. And then it's back to the pilot plans step where I draw 5 new tokens. 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw some new cards here. I think this is all of what I saw last round. So anything new, I think this is just going to be the last of the level 3 guys. So it's going to get a bit tougher. Okay. So I think I'll spend an energy to activate Bright Red Jacket. So everything costs 1 less laser to kill. I'll start out by spending 2 to take out this, which is enough. And that will let me draw 3 tokens from the bag and just add them to my supply. Cool, it was all lasers. Great. So I'll just deal 3 damage down here to blow up this. And that gets me a level 3 laser to get to add to the bag. What else, what else, what else? How much do I have here? 2, 4. Yeah, I could blow up this. 2, 4, and 5. That's done for. I get an R token, the randomizer one. Add that to the bag. These are gone. Whoops. Where'd that go? Over here. So that's exploded. I'll probably just evade this one and save that laser token. Do I have 5 more? Yes, I have at least 5. Hopefully. Okay, so enemies attack. He's evaded, so nothing happens. Then, yeah, draw 5 new tokens. Let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many tokens I have left? There's just 1 more in the bag. Besides this one, there's 1 more. So I think I draw the last of these enemies now. Yep, this is the last of them. And at this point now, once I get these destroyed, the mothership will start being a problem. So that's fun. Okay, I see something fun I could do. Let me see, how many tokens do I have left? Just 1. Okay, this is gonna be cool. So I'll maneuver this silence here, and they'll be done for, and I'll get a 2 laser to add. And then I'll use the randomizer. I don't think I have to use that on anybody. I just choose either energy, laser, or maneuver. And I'll choose laser. I think I have a laser in here. Oh, it was the energy. Well, I'll do it again because I know there's 1 token that's the laser. So there we go. Because of that, I gain an energy to my pool. Pretty nice. Huh. There's 2, 4, 7. Okay, I see what I can do here. This might work really well. Let me see what does this even do? I'm trying to see what this destroyed power is. Choose 2 tokens from the discard, put them back in the bag. Well, considering there's nothing in my bag, that means that is completely worthless. That's fine. Was the W? The W is way better. That's the Warhammer. So what? 3, 5, 7, 8. And that adds a Warhammer to my bag. And then I have 3 energy here, which I can use to buy something. And I'll buy a level 3 laser for sure. Because this guy is blown up. Right? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Yeah. And then, oh no, this enemy is going to attack, and they deal 1 damage to my hull. And because of that, I don't lose the game. I just reset my hull, and shields to max, and then the current warp ends immediately. It was going to anyway, so that's fine. So what is the whole... Okay, I do my tokens first. So I put all my tokens back. Starting to get a lot of them at this point. Got a lot of... Pretty big pile of tokens over here. It's pretty nice. So I get that all put away and shaken up. I want to see the rules to make sure I don't forget anything. There's nothing in my hold, so that's fine. All the enemies now get shuffled together, so now anything could pop up at any point. But that's fine. So hopefully by the end of next warp, I'll have at least gotten to the mothership and hopefully at least taken out a section of it. So in the last warp, I just have to deal with 2 parts of it, and then I'll hopefully be okay. So I'll put that there. The warp marker goes up. Skills have been refreshed, and I get 2 new ones to choose from. So loop around. I get to, in step 4 of each turn, may return to the bag any number of tokens you draw, then draw that number of tokens again. Whoa. That seems pretty cool. Refresh 1 exhausted skill card. Swoop around seems really good. In step 4, I may return to the bag any number of tokens you draw, to draw that many again. And that's just an ongoing effect, so I could do that as many times as I want? What? That can't be right. I guess I'll go with that one. I've never played with this card. Maybe I'm misreading it, but it seems really good. This one goes on the bottom. Then I will shuffle this bag around and draw 5 new tokens for my next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then finally see what enemies will be coming my way. Got a level 3, a level 2, 2, and a 1. Okay, cool, good stuff. I don't have great tokens to deal with that right off the bat, especially that 8. Oh boy. So luckily this Viper came out first, and I think that's going to save me. Because I can use the Photon Blast here. The Photon Blast deals 2 damage to 2 enemies, so 2 and 2 will destroy the Viper. The Viper, of course, lets me draw 3 tokens from my bag and add them to my supply. So I give this a quick shuffle. We'll shake around, make sure everything's mixed together, and I will draw 3 tokens. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, I drew a Warhammer. Yes. Well, now I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Because I was all hyped to Warhammer this Goliath here, and I still might because it's a pretty beefy guide to kill. The issue is it would give me a W token, which is my Warhammer tokens, and I'm out of those. So killing it would get me nothing, which kind of sucks. This one I could kill. I'd get the random token. I almost want to just do 1 damage to that and just deal with it another turn. So what if I held the Warhammer? This has already done 2 damage. I could do 4 and 6. Right? 2, 4, 6. And that will kill them. I'll get a random token, which is the last of my R tokens to add. Put that in the bag, mix it up. And then what else? So these are gone. I will now just use 1 laser just to stun them. Then I'll do 2 lasers because I'll maybe try to actually kill them. Who knows? I was thinking if anything, what I want to do. I guess I'll spend 3 energy to grab a 3 laser. add that to my bag. I think that'll be it for my pilot actions step. So now it's the enemy attack step. They both got shot at, so they won't be attacking this round. Pretty nice. So I'll move those up there. I draw 5 new tokens. I already have my Warhammer in my hold, so that's a pretty good spot to be. Drop those 4, 1 more. Boom. It's a 3-wazer. Then top of the round, new enemies come out. Got a level 3. Oh boy. Well, I really want to try to evade stuff, but I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. This might be the turn for Bright Red Jacket, I think. I'm sorry. I'm just what was I just looking at? Oh right, when does that happen? Let me try to think this through. I'm sorry. That has 1. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'll use 2 energy or 2 laser to destroy this. That will go away, and I'll get 2 energy added to the bag from that. I'm just trying to decide what order I want to do stuff in. And what do I want to save, what do I want to use? I'll use the randomizer token and hope I pull a maneuver. I did, so I gained an energy. Which of course there are none. Oh, with the randomizer, I've been playing that wrong. I thought you just gained energy. You gained 1 power token. Ew. And add it to my pool? Oh my goodness. Wow, that's really good. Why did nobody tell me about that? Okay, so I'm going to activate loop around. So I can start just in step 4, I can return any number of tokens to the bag, then draw that number again. So that's activated. And what does this do? That's like the double, counts as a maneuver to 2 different things. So I could Warhammer this, take that out, and then the reason I was kind of thinking for a while is what that's destroyed effect is lets me put 2 token back into the bag. So I want to definitely put the Warhammer back, but the other token, I guess I'll go with the randomizer one. That one's kind of fun. And it's a lot better than I thought. I've been just giving myself energy, and you're supposed to give yourself one of your power, like, cool tokens. That makes the randomizer a lot cooler. Well, I've been playing that wrong, but whatever. So at this point, I don't know. I'll blow up this guy. Gain a single energy token to my bag. I'll spend an energy to stun them. Save this. And I'll use my last energy to activate my palm device, where I will get rid of... I have to use that from tokens in my pool. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't use that, but I'll just waste an energy then because I have nothing to spend one energy on. So yeah, that's fine. So the enemy attack phase, this guy's still getting shot at, so they can't attack. Then, yeah, it's step 4, not 5, 4, where I draw my 5 tokens. That's what I was thinking, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I can choose any number of these to redraw. I guess I'll redraw just this one. Cool. I redrew the same exact thing. That's fun. Then top of the round, new enemies get added. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we need to see what I want to do from here. I really want to evade this guy, but I don't have any maneuvers, so it's just like, what do I do? I'll do the double evade there. Evade this and get an energy added to the bag. I don't have any energy, so I don't actually get anything. So I'll use the 3 laser there to take out Fury. That lets me draw 3 tokens from the bag and add them to my current thing. 3, whoops. Drew 1 too many. Oh, okay. At this point, I can spend all 3 of these, along with this one, to evade this guy, which will get me a 3 laser added to the bag. And this is gone. I can Warhammer this guy. They're dead. I get the 3 laser added to the bag. I'll save the Warhammer and just waste another energy. Cool. Enemies attack, and what do you know? There's no enemies. So I will draw my 5 new tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, some random and some lasers. One more lasers. Sweet. Okay, back to the top of the round. Only 3 enemies, because that's all that's left. So that means that the mothership will definitely start attacking probably this turn. Oh man, I got something in my eye. I also have seasonal allergies. Those have been starting up this last weekend or week or two. That's super fun, you know. Just being allergic to the outdoors. Can't even have a window open without me having a runny nose. I'm gonna be right back. Grab a tissue. All right, my bad. I'm back. So where was I? 3 new enemies came out, and I need to do something about that. So I'll go ahead and Warhammer this one because it's 8 to take down. That'll give me a maneuver and some of my shield back, which I don't need the shield, but the maneuver is always appreciated. So I'm gonna use the randomizer and hope for a maneuver. It was. I can gain any power token. I forget, what does the E one do? I got another photon blast, and that's just added to the randomizer. Yeah, it's added to my pool. So doing another randomizer. Hope for an energy this time. It was energy, so I get another power token. This is insane. I get a photon blast. Ali said, same here with the seasonals. Yeah, no, it's a pain to struggle, but it hasn't been too bad as of recently until like this last maybe week. I think like this last weekend was just like the last weekend before was really bad, and this whole week has just been slowly getting worse. Or it'll go in waves, you know. I'll just be like fine one time, and then 2 minutes later I'll be like just a mess, and then I'll be back to normal. So I don't know. It just seems like it comes and goes in waves, which is super annoying, but it is what it is. I got a lot of stuff here to do something with. I don't even know what I want to do. I guess I'll use the energy to use the bright red jacket to bring the requirement down on taking these both out. This maneuver is going to be kind of useless, unfortunately. So I'll use the photon blast there along with a 2 to take both of those out. And that'll get me a 2 energy and, a 2 laser and just a 1 energy, which there aren't any. With both of those taken out, add that to the bag. It's now just me versus the mothership, which I can do split damage there, 2 and 2, deal a 3 damage to that, and that actually takes out this first part because the requirement of the red jacket, the bright red jacket card. So that takes out that part, and that does gain me a 3 laser, which I get to add to my bag. Pretty nice. That deals 2 damage to that, which doesn't really matter. I'll stun that part. That should be actually pretty good. Yeah. Because then enemy attack, they would attack normally, but they're completely stunned. They can't be stunned by maneuvers, but they can still be stunned by lasers. So this is gone. This is still over that part, and this is still over that part. I think the tokens stay up there with the mothership. I know they do with the enemies. I'm pretty sure they do with the mothership as well. I still have a lot of tokens left, so we'll see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No new enemies. Just kind of start of a new thing. So I might actually I use the palm device to swap out this energy for, just grab another 3 lasers. The 3 lasers are pretty good. We'll end up having that blast and power to do something with. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay. So this went back up in its requirement to take out, so it's still at 6, but it already has 3 of it done. So I could deal another 3 to that, blow up that part. Those are gone. Gain a 3 energy. Yeah, the ship, don't know if you know this. It doesn't say in the rules, but yeah, it's required that you have to make a sound effect when it explodes, or else it's just bad luck. Then that still has 2, so I could do another 2 damage to it, at least stun it. And it already has, then it will be at 4 out of 8. Am I gonna take this out before the next warp? That would be pretty crazy. It would attack me. It can't, so I need to draw more tokens. I have at least 5. Man, I might take it out this warp. This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I think that's it. 5. That's game, right? I use the randomizer. Draw whatever. I'll just say laser. It was a laser, so I do gain a power token as well. And it's literally over because it already has 4 damage done to it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever. It's gone. It's dead. It's blown up. That's it. So yeah, wow, that went pretty good. I played this a bit recently to warm up for this stream, and none of the games I played went that well. Normally, it would at least take me to the last warp if I did actually end up taking down the mothership. But yeah, that was Warp's Edge. A game went a bit quicker than I anticipated, but at least ended better than Coffee Roaster did. That was just a mess. My coffee skills, I need to work on that a bit. But I guess my piloting skills and spaceship battling skills are a bit better. So yeah, that was Warp's Edge, and I think I'll wrap up the stream there with Soul Gaming Sunday Bag Building Edition. Had a lot of fun playing these two games. I really like the idea of bag building. Yeah, like I said, of the two earlier, I think I like this one better. I think I like Warp's Edge better, and I know there's tons of different ships. There's different motherships. I know there's an expansion. I've seen there's a nice playmat, which I love playmat, so I might have to get that at some point. I've seen there's like nice tokens for this game, so yeah, I really like Warp's Edge though. It's still one of the newer ones to my collection, so I still have a lot to explore, a lot of ships to try out, the motherships to try out. But that's the cool thing about this game is there's a lot of stuff to try out. So yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this and Coffee Roasters. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, a like would greatly be appreciated. You know, I'm a pretty small channel, so any likes, comments, all that stuff really does help with my channel and my, all the analytics, the YouTube algorithm, all that good stuff. It really means a lot, especially, like I said, with my channel being so small right now. Hopefully, it'll grow over time, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you.